Hi, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Sean's Stuff. I am Sean, of course, and I hope everybody is doing well this evening. So, what I have for you tonight is a rummage of some pickups that have just come in recently. So, some stuff I picked up over the last week from Check Out My Cards and eBay and etc. So, I am going to kind of go through these a little bit on the quicker side because there's a lot to cover. But don't be surprised if you see some of these cards return for later episodes. So we'll start off with this one right here, which is from the 2019-2020 Panini Illusion set. And this is from the Living Legends subset, and it is, all-time great Boston Celtic legend Larry Bird, and just the look of this card was incredible. It is from the Emerald, and if you catch the light right, the foil shines like really nice and green, and it is also an acetate card. And really, just the camera is not doing it justice at all. It's just a really great card. Definitely want to have examples of certainly all the Boston greats, but just greats of all the different sports in my collection, even if it's one or two cards. So, and Larry Bird was definitely somebody I needed to get some more cards of. And this one here is from the 2005-2006 Topps basketball set, and it's a parallel that shows. I don't know if this is supposed to be what their design would have been in 1957 if they made cards, or if there was actually a basketball card set in 1957. But I really do like retro parallels of modern cards, and I like it when they make it feel like cardboard. This is still kind of a more glossy, heavier stock card, but they did definitely make it look very much like a retro counterpart. And there's a nice little foil band on the bottom here, so definitely a card I enjoyed adding to my collection. And now we're going to get on to some hockey stuff here. And of course, we all know that I am a fan of all things Kachuk, so I picked up a couple of the newer ones out there from Matthew. This is from the 2021 OPC Platinum set, and that's the Aquamarine Parallel, which is crazy. And I believe, yes, these are numbered. It's to 499. So, definitely an oddball card to fit in my Kachuk collection. And this is a card that was a lot more impressive to me in hand than it was seeing pictures of it online. It is the Colors and Contours set, and this is numbered out of 250, if you can see here. That's from the MVP set. And seeing pictures of it, and even to an extent on the camera, it kind of looks like a dull orange, but it has this beautiful shine, and it has a real nice, like almost brushed metal look to it, and it's just really, really eye-catching. And I picked it up for super cheap, so I'm not mad at that for sure. And now we're moving on to Keith, and this is from the 2019-2020 Upper Deck set, and they did canvas series of retired stars. So this is my first Keith Kachuk canvas card. And while I was looking for Keith Kachuk cards, I came across this really cool set that I had never heard of. So in 2002, Upper Deck released a UD Superstars set, which was actually a multi-sport set. So you could find all hot stars of the day. So they did have a base card for Keith Kachuk right here. And then they also had the black parallel. And if you can see right here, that is serial numbered. Let's see if I can adjust the light here a little bit. Yeah, it is serial numbered to 250. And it being a multi-sport set, it had some very cool insert and subsets. This is from a subset called First Class Rookies, and it features, two Boston area rookies at the time. On the left, Freddie Sanchez for the Boston Red Sox, and on the left, Rohan Davey of the New England Patriots. And the funny thing is neither one of these guys particularly made an impact on their original teams. Freddie Sanchez only played a few games with the Red Sox before he was traded the next year to, oh, don't tell me. Anyway, but Freddie Sanchez had a career year in 2006 where he was named to the All-Star team and won a batting title for Pittsburgh, batting 344, and he was the first player to win the batting title from Pittsburgh since Bill Madlock in 1983, and his percentage 344 was only second to Roberto Clemente when he won the batting title in '69, I believe. So I thought that was very cool. Rohan Davey, he did win 2 Super Bowls with the Patriots as Tom Brady's backup, but he never threw a touchdown or interception in the NFL. Limited action, if any. And, he did actually win with Berlin in the World League of American Football. Showed a little promise there, but then kind of bounced around to arena football and eventually retired. But definitely a fascinating card, I thought. And to that end, this was a relic card that I could not resist, featuring, 2 Boston fan favorites of that particular era. On the left, Sergei Samsonov of the Boston Bruins, and on the right, Antoine Walker of the Boston Celtics. And I don't recall off the top of my head what this card cost me, but not a lot at all. And to see those two guys, remember watching them play in that era too was very cool, and could not resist picking up that that relic. And this isn't the most glamorous card, but it is the Liam Foudy of the 2020-2021 Upper Deck Synergy insert set, the Roaring 20s. It was the last card I needed to finish that set, so we'll move on from there. And now I'm going to move on to some non-sports stuff, just some interesting stuff that I picked up. And, of course, as I've discussed, Captain America is my favorite comic book character, period. And I was able to find the red and blue foil parallels from the 2016 Civil War set. And, definitely very patriotic with the sparkling stars in the background. Cap can't look better on a card than that. So definitely got both of those. And then recently Marvel put out an anime-inspired set. Excuse me while I straighten out my mess here. And one of the insert sets was called Mechanized, so it showed various superheroes in the Marvel universe as if they were giant combat fighting robots. So I thought that one was very cool. You see Captain America as a giant mecha here, and on the back it gives you these specifications and whatnot. So I thought that's pretty cool. And then to the world of music, this is a card of very, very favorite band and musician of mine from Queens of the Stone Age. This is a card from their frontman Joshua Homme, and that's the art as how he appeared on the cover art for their last album, Villains. And these were promo cards. They had packs of these that I think they gave out at San Diego Comic-Con, and maybe if you pre-ordered the record online, you'd get a pack of them. It's a 14 card set, very, very difficult to find. I was able to find the Josh Homme card, and for me, price of admission are the facts on the back here, which I think are hilarious. Once pulled up next to an elderly woman holding grocery bags at a bus stop and asked in his smoothest voice, "What's in the bag, lady?" His favorite color is plaid. Joshua is a nowist and thinks you should save the best for last, only if you start at the end. So just a card I wanted. Again, because Queens of the Stone Age, one of my favorite bands, and nice to have a representation of them. And next are a couple purchases from eBay that I got. So just in the YouTube community and on our text thread, there's just been a lot of talk lately about, oh, how you organize your cards, what do you use? Are you a fan of the Z folios? That kind of thing. And, as I was kind of showing my friends what my setup for certain collections were, I dusted off my Battlestar Galactica folio. So that definitely kind of rekindled my imagination. So I started to look around for some cards to feed that. And one of the sets I collect is from their short-lived Battlestar Galactica collectible card game. And these foils were definitely difficult pulls, so definitely wanted to get some of these. And of course, those are the sharpest looking cards of all of them. So I got Apollo here, and that is Commander Air Group sub-designation. And the Cylon, played by Lucy Lawless, Deanna Beers. And then here's another foil Apollo. It was the pilot subheading. And these were just some cool... These are cards in the game that represent different bases that give you advantages to your ships and that. And I thought the photos on those were pretty cool. So I picked all those up. And those will be featured in a Way Out Wednesday someday when I show off my Battlestar Galactica cards. But finally, these are my last two purchases here. One is from Check Out My Cards and one is from eBay. These represent an actress that I just recently kind of discovered her work, and that is the lovely Jean Harlow. And she was active in the early days of Hollywood. Her career was from about 1929 to 1937. Unfortunately, she did pass away in 1926 at the age of only 26 years old. But this is from a Panini Americana set, and obviously kind of emulates the look of the old tobacco cards. And the back here, this is Carolina Brights, and they had different variants where you could get different backs and different colors and that. And I just obviously just being a fan of Jean, wanted to get one of her cards in my collection. But that also kind of scratched my itch for something where I'd really like to get something from when she was alive. So definitely had an eBay save search and looked to see what came up, and never saw anything that really caught my eye until I found this. And this is a graded example of the 1936 Walker Tobacco Company from Film Stars. I guess Tatley's was the brand of cigarette, and is from 1936. It is graded in a 5, and I'm not sure what the criteria is for these old tobacco cards, but I mean, trust me, this just looks so beautiful in hand. And I mean, for a card that is just about a decade shy of being 100 years old, I think it is just gorgeous. And of course, Jean Harlow looks extraordinarily beautiful in this photo. And just a quick word about Jean Harlow for those who are not familiar with her. I've heard Madonna referred to as the blonde bombshell, and she kind of took her inspiration and her cues from Marilyn Monroe, who of course was the original blonde bombshell. But the original blonde bombshell, the woman from whom Marilyn Monroe kind of based her persona and took her cues, was Jean Harlow right here. And definitely just gorgeous example of trading card and tobacco card and old Hollywood memorabilia that I'm very happy to have in my collection. And that amazingly cost me only about $12. And for that price, you know, I would gladly have that in my collection. But anyways, I have rambled on long enough and moved the camera long enough. So I hope everybody's enjoyed this video. Maybe not got too seasick. And thank you. And looking forward to see what you guys have to say in the comments. Have a nice night.